go. Where are we going? It says go. Where does it want me to go? I don't get it. Anyways, hello everybody. Canadian Brick Builders. We got Matt and Grogu and myself. It's our 220th episode on June 18th. Weird fact, been in this house for 10 years. That's not the weird fact. Got married 20 years ago, divorced 9 years ago. A lot of stuff happens on this day in my life. But anyways. And Groot. Groot. Baby Groot. Matt, why? Yeah, you got Ascension on the screen.
They're do-si-doing.
You're do-si-doing? Cool. Hopefully Mr. St-Cyr will join us soon. We're talking about stuffs, idea sets, Shelby Cobra, 2 points, Jane Austen gift of purchase. And I was looking at when I was taking the images of the idea sets and the two that are here in the picture. I was like, wow, you can actually buy those together, and you might be able to actually make a scene where Godzilla is attacking the Tintin ship. I think that'd be kind of funny. But anyways, I don't know how height-wise they'll be, but yeah. Hello, Wax Plant, welcome. Hi to Blue. Yeah. So how you been, Matt?
Pretty good. I had a very productive Monday, and then I slacked off all day Tuesday. And online classes started today, and I have a couple of little things I had to troubleshoot, but otherwise it went fine. Flower bed's in pretty good shape. I got one in planted, but it's been raining every day. We had it's really powerful storm blow through yesterday, right as I was pulling out to drive to my hockey game, and like the trees were just whipping back and forth. It knocked over our umbrella, which was folded up. It knocked over umbrella on the back deck, and definitely had to go around and pick up some branches today. But fortunately, the half-dead tree in the backyard did not fall over into the house. But it was impressive. It was like when I backed the car out of the garage, it was like when you're going through entering or exiting the car wash, and it's just like that wall of rain.
Sean's joined us in the chat as well. What is it? Oh, it has been a while. Wednesdays becomes gaming night with the kids. Keeps me away from the old stream. No problem, Sean. We understand. I mean, family definitely comes first.
You value your kids more than 2 guys on the internet? I can't believe that.
It is kind of sad. No, I'm just joking. So yeah, outside stuff, but rain as well. Apparently, like Toronto got hit with a huge crap ton of rain, and I've got nothing up here, and I'm like an hour and a half, southeast of it.
Well, you live in northern Ontario. Come on.
Well, not quite, but yeah. No, just more the fact how an hour's drive distance can totally change everything, right?
Yeah. So. And then tonight, we've been watching Stanley Cup, and it's really Thomas's first year watching hockey extensively, and it wrapped up last night. So.
Oh wait, I thought the next game was tomorrow.
Well, no, Edmonton lost, so it's over.
Okay. Sorry, I literally thought Saturday. Oh yeah, I guess that would have made sense. Saturday, I caught a few minutes of the game on Saturday at a bar, and then I didn't go over to the bar to watch it. I was just happened to be there eating dinner.
Yeah,
and so I lost that one.
In this, is Father's Day international? Do they celebrate Father's Day? Okay, all right.
Yeah, at least here I know. Kai was saying that in Germany, Father's Day was a month ago, I think.
Well, I know you folks
Canada,
have
US, we share.
You have Family Day, right? I mean, is it? And you also have
February. So
yeah. Anyways, so they had a sale to purchase the Major League Baseball package was half price on Father's Day, and I was like, there's no more hockey, there's no more soccer.
Yeah.
So I bought it, but I haven't watched a single game. I mean, the hockey just ended yesterday. So
is it a monthly half price, or is it like a one-time?
It was $60 US to buy all of the out of market games for the rest of the season. So it's normally $120 for the whole season.
Okay.
And since I live in Atlanta and I'm a fan of Detroit, I can watch all of the Detroit games because they're all out of market since
So what teams are in market for you?
the Atlanta Braves. So I can't
Okay,
watch the
yeah, sorry.
Braves games. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they will be blocked out, but I can watch the other teams. And since I wanted to watch Detroit because Detroit's having a surprisingly good year in
Yeah.
baseball, that's great. It's perfect. So I can watch all the Tiger games on the package. But so Thomas isn't really a big baseball fan. But I didn't put Thomas. I didn't put Thomas. I didn't put baseball on. He came down and I put on a TV show that I liked in the 1990s, but he was like 12 when it was on TV, so he didn't watch
What show?
it because I'm 10 years older than he is. And it's Northern Exposure. Did that
Okay,
air?
yeah, we had that.
Okay.
Carmels.
And it's set in Alaska, and
I never watched it, but we had it.
It's written for a more, how shall we say it, like educated audience. Like it has a lot of references to film and books and TVs. It's not just like, potty humor sitcom jokes. So we started watching it and he's laughing and I'm like, excellent. So I think we're probably going to watch like Northern Exposure, like 2 episodes throughout the rest of the summer is one of our viewing things. But it's a throwback, and it was on when I was a college student. I enjoyed watching it, and but he's never seen it, so that's great.
Yeah, it's a bonus. Cool. I have to say, I didn't do much this week. I mean, I did do a bunch.
Yeah.
But I feel like I didn't do much. I only have like 4 pictures of stuff I did. So, and one of those is a picture of my wacky internet setup right now. Just because still having issues with that, but it's working, so I won't argue.
One of my good friends, he texted me when I was leaving my hockey game last night, and he's like, "Did you see my Facebook?" And I was like, "No, I've been at hockey." And his house got hit by lightning.
Oh, geez.
Or the tree outside of his house got hit by lightning, and the rest, everything was fine except that it fried his internet cable.
Oh, no.
And so he's like, "I have no internet at the house."
Oh, geez. Yeah, I'm probably not going to have internet at some point in the next 2 weeks for like half a day.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, because they're finally moving the phone line to the real pole, and that means that they'll come in and rerun the wire to my house because they need a longer wire because they're moving it a couple of feet back.
So your pole dancers are coming over?
Yes. No, I had a Bell safety guy come to the door a couple of days ago. Well, I guess it was yesterday. And normally when someone knocks on the door, I don't answer it. But in the distance, he was wearing like the safety vest. And in the distance, I saw a white van, and I was like, I better go check this one out just to make sure. And yeah, it turned out it was that guy, the health and safety guy. He was coming to check what the heck was happening at my house and if the pole was unsafe. And he looked at it, and he's like, "Yeah, okay. Tomorrow I'm meeting with the guys who deal with this type of job. So I'll brief them on what's going on, and we'll probably be out in the next week or 2 and fix it."
Yay!
Yeah, exactly. New pole day. No, the pole exists. Just moving the crap to the new pole, moving the lines to the new pole. But yeah, and that'll finally fix most of my issues. Other than I still have a cable line that's I've got it hooked along my clothesline right now because it was running on the grass and I have to cut the grass. So I still like the cable service to my house is on the ground and doesn't work worth crap anyhow. So, but I've got to get that. I've still got to get cable to come in to fix that, but they can't do that until some trees are trimmed in one of the neighbors' backyards because the hydro lines are too close. The electricity lines are too close to the cable lines for them to safely work on it. So, but there's always going to be something apparently with wires attached to my house, but technically after this, all the wires that are running to my house are brand new pretty much because I lost my electrical line a few years ago during a massive storm that took down a tree. That was also when that pole got put in. So anyways, different story. But yeah, so I was away over the weekend at my girlfriend's, hanging out with her. I did go to a Lego store. We had our Lego dinner, our monthly dinner with Dave Cowdice. Hold on, let me just throw this on. Our monthly dinner with Dave Cowdice.
There he is.
We were doing a photo
Man.
comparison. His wife took a picture, and I took the same picture of him, and we were doing a photo comparison of the iPhone to my phone,
Yeah.
to an Android, or to a, anyways, so that's why we had that picture. And I got some, when I came back home on the Monday, I had my bricks and pieces order from Denmark from the end of May show up. The same day as my bricks and pieces bestseller order came for an order I made like last week. And that's, here's some of the parts from my bestseller order.
I don't know if this happens to you, but you know, I buy a lot of hats. I swear that
this does not happen to me.
Well, when I get packages, I always get like 3 on the same day.
And
I'm like,
yeah, no.
Why couldn't they be spread out so it'd be like a little bit of Christmas every day? You know, it'd be like,
yeah.
Ooh, what's in today's box? You know.
Yeah.
But no, they always like come clustered instead of spread out, and I'm like.
Yeah. So my bestseller order was parts I've been waiting for. Not necessarily these ones, but this is for another project I'm working on. Those are the new shorter versions of those pieces.
Yeah.
The tiles were just because, and dark blue helmets, which is dumb because the new dark blue helmet, like the classic space helmet, is coming out soon. But I had them in my cart and I forgot those black clips. And then there was also the trans yellow 1x2x5 panels or walls. And then these 2 pieces, which I'll show in a minute, that's for a project I'm working on. And my bestseller order came in, and last night I was able to mostly finish all the space figures. The only thing I still have to do, and you probably can't even see it on here, I'm missing. I have a standard order from Denmark coming at some point in the next month. That's trans black and trans brown 1x2 dot or 1x1 dots. The round tiles, because apparently those aren't best sellers. I don't know why, but they are coming from Denmark, so I've got that coming on order. And I still have to finish off the top and add more stars into the background and stuff. But yeah, the family has grown. There's an extra section on top. I really like the gold figure. It looks really good here. And then the dark turquoise actually looks really good too. It's weird because dark turquoise has trans dark green, like the regular trans green, trans blue, medium azure, and dark turquoise as like the 4 colors. And dark green, I think it is. So it's like there's such. Oh no, it's dark blue, dark green, medium turquoise, or the dark turquoise, the medium azure, and then the trans green. I think I said that. But anyways, but yeah, the shading looks good, even though it's like a green and blue combination. But that's exactly what turquoise is. So, so I need to get this done in the next couple of months because of Brickemani in Montreal. So that's going, and then that's it for those pictures. Let's close that. But I did also work on, let's just hide this for now. Turn that off. I did also work on, like I said, one of those parts I got in was the, I'm going to full screen me for a second. Sorry, not actually, no, we'll go this way. Nope, not that way. This way? Yeah, we'll do that. So those 2 panels that I got, which you could only, I think, get these in Lego Education and online on the Bricks and Pieces site. But it was a big enough base for me to start working on a lift. I'm not going to put the vehicle on here because when I did that the other day, it crashed. But I've got basically, hopefully I go the right way. Hopefully it's turned on. So I've got a switch here. Oh, that's the wrong way. And it just killed the gear. Hold on. It's still in development.
That particular part, the corkscrew that you're showing off here.
Yeah.
Somebody in our lug put that on the list of that which shall not be discussed. And I actually didn't get any because I'm just like, I don't know what I would actually use them for. But now that I see how you use them, I'm like, well, maybe I should have ordered some.
Years ago, I built a lift lock, like a water lock. It's funny though, because I'm noticing that that they're coming up off they're separated a bit. So I got to encase this whole thing in. So this is the lift that I want to build between my lower level and the upper level of my space painter.
Base.
But there's still things I have to figure out. I've got to make it so that when it does hit the bottom, that there's a clutch gear, so it just spins but doesn't break anything. I've also tried to figure out a way to mechanize this so that this switch can go all the way up to the top, and when it hits the top, that somehow that switch switches without a computer necessarily, like some kind of lever that switches it, so it goes all the way bottom and then switches again. I would love to have a neutral position too, so that it stops, waits, and then goes again. Mechanically, I'm pretty sure I can do it. I just got to figure out how to do it. And by I'm pretty sure I can do it, I mean I'm pretty sure it's capable of being built in Lego. Not necessarily that I can figure out how to do it, but yeah. So years ago, I built. Are you okay, Matt?
Yeah, I dropped the piece.
Okay, it just looked like it passed out for a second.
No, I had to bend all the way down and touch my toes to get it. So.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
I know it's lazy, but dollar store.
It's okay. I need to bend it. I have to keep my flexibility up for hockey, you know.
I hear you. No, for me, it's just if the part goes too far away and I'm too lazy. That was Janie's idea, not mine. But yeah, I've been working on that. And yesterday I worked on the mosaic. Today I started playing with. Well, all week I've been digitally working on my my space layout. Today I was trying to get this corner module kind of built out, which is the lowest level with the Duplo train going up. I got a little door, trying to turn it so that I can see a little door here that is just basically it's not going to open or anything. It's just there for show. I was trying to get, the diamond pattern here so kids can kind of still see in. Technically, the next level is about here. So this is going to be open. This area is going to be open, but the next sections, like I think another base plate down, will be basically, a 10 brick height platform, so kids can see in. But I'm also trying to get that same effect. I'm playing with that same effect of the grid panel against the wall here. I'm wondering if I should add some more color in. I was thinking of those the yellow supports that they have, or the one by like the panel size 1x6x5 panels that are the supports. I was debating whether or not to put those kind of behind here, just behind the X's, but I don't know, like a column of them, but I don't know if that's just going to be too much. But I'm slowly playing with it, working on it, and it is modular. If I take this track off of, mind you, like this whole piece comes off as a unit, and then this one will come off as well. So I'll be able to pack it hopefully fairly compact.
Nice.
But I'm still kind of working on that, and then that lift will go kind of right beside this area. I still figuring out the logistics behind it. Yes, space. Since Matt failed to say it.
I said it twice already. Yes.
Did you? Okay, well, fine. If I move this down here.
Don't slander me.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Super fancy. Thanks, Rockspot.
Coming back to that piece that you were mentioning, what is if I look that up, I'm curious to
this guy.
Yeah, the one without the technique. What is that called?
I ended up pulling it up on Bricklink. Turn that back on. Jump over to here. I ended up just pulling it up on Bricklink and going finding it on the marketplace. I'll pull up the name because I don't remember what it's called. I'll be honest. But it is a Technic panel. Originally, I thought it was a Technic lift arm, but it is listed in the system here as a panel, I believe. Yeah, right here, 39369. So it's not. I assumed it would be a lift arm of sorts.
Yeah, but it's under Technic. Okay.
Yeah, 39369. Let's check PAB. 3 hours later. Yeah, it's panel 11 by 19. That's how they call it.
Okay.
But you know what? I can I can message you that's the name of it.
I took a picture of it.
Okay, cool. And $469, it's like Canadian. I mean, so it's probably going to be about $4 US. For black, it's cheaper than the other two colors.
Yeah.
But I thought, you know what, that's a decent enough price for the size of it and the fact that
Yeah.
it's so like it is very technical with all the holes in that. It must like probably wasn't something easy for them to mold.
No, it probably has a higher error rate than some of the other molds.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's a great base for building things off of. Um, so yeah, I was happy with that. Um, so yeah, okay.
Well,
Go back to here. Yeah, whatever. Um,
you know me, when I discover there's a mold I don't own one of, I have to go order it.
yeah. I hear you. I don't even remember where I saw that part. I saw it somewhere because, like I said, it's not available in any sets.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing it a while back and going, "Oh, that could be interesting for something." And sure enough,
Well, I'll tell you what I have an interest in it for. So I was playing around with putting a light source behind. Like I was originally going to build a new Hashima unit. I ended up backing out because they didn't like what I was doing. But basically having lights behind, and then I built like this black thing so that the light would only come through where I had allowed it to come through.
Yeah.
But I was thinking about I'm going to recycle this into my Jetsons Tower layout potentially.
Yeah. Okay.
And if I got some of those Technic things, I could maybe use them to play with different textures. And yeah, that's where I was going with that in my head.
Gotcha. Wax, but that wasn't baskets open. That's how many orders I have that have not been marked by the person that they've received it or completed the order in Bricklink for selling orders. Oh, that's like the large scale of what I got. No, that looks really cool actually.
So this was another one that I was gonna like attach to a panel, and it's supposed to be like I was gonna call it like evil science corp or something. Like it was gonna be, and like the light would come through behind it. So kind of playing around with this stuff.
Yeah. Okay. And carbon loving backhand. Interesting. Oh, what just happened to that layout? That was horrible. Those are the same price for the different colors here. Where's here? Oh, that's Waxbot. Sorry. That's in Germany or in Europe, I'm thinking. Well, Waxbot, I think you're in England area, in the Great Britain area, or the general region of that part of the islands. I can't remember, but anyways, that is weird. I have a few. My page has a few open baskets. Yeah, anyways, that's one of my pet peeves right now with Bricklink's orders is that until the person marks it as complete, it shows as like the attention that you need to look at it or whatever. Oh, UK, yeah, okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I don't know why the black ones are cheaper than the other two colors, but I might purchase some more because, like I said, they're very handy and they're Technic. They work great. Anyways.
Right. Technically, yeah.
Technically, yes, exactly. So, all right, I guess we'll jump into the news. I think we covered everything. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Talk about that. Oh, and I did go to Lego store and I bought a couple of boxes of PAB. But I did get. I was looking for Classic Space, the blue space guys, but I did get some cool little farmer dudes instead.
Because I need to go to my local store and see if they've gotten in the space guys in the build a minifig thing yet.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were in there in June, and when I at the beginning of June, and when I went into the store, the guy was like walked up to me right away. And the second time he's done that in the past couple months, saying, "By the way, you don't have to build a figure now. You can just pick 15 parts." And I'm like, "Okay, great." And so I said, "Do you have any of the Classic Space Tauruses?" "No, they've all been picked out." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, because you're letting people take 15 of them." But
so yeah, one of our
same time I wanted 10 of them. So
we have two stores reasonably close to each other. One of them will let you just take 15, but the other one will not. So I live closer to the one that will not. So I'm hoping if I go in there tomorrow, they might still have it, but we'll see.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and I put a call out for all of our local groups or local guys if anybody sees them because I don't get to Lego stores enough. So and Dave Cadice is in the same place where he didn't get it. He didn't get any either because he was at the store at the same time as me, and he doesn't get out to the stores that much. Basically, once a month for him. So I had left a message if anybody had found some let us know, or grab 15 of the torsos, because I want 10 of them because I like armies of 10. Oh yeah, you're building in Grogu's prom.
This is slick. So they use these curved bow pieces.
Yeah.
And then you build this on the hinge.
Oh.
Just tip it up.
So okay. Sorry, let's see that piece that you, and then push it back up again. Oh, okay.
So it gives it that kind of curved, rounded.
Yeah, and it fills it in fairly well.
Yeah, it reads well. I mean, if you really look at it, yes, there's some gappage in there, but just if you just kind of glance at it, it looks like it's gentle.
Yeah, it's got the curvature at least. Yeah,
I have to say that's kind of slick, and I might have to steal that technique. So,
and it makes it a lot easier to clean it out when accidents happen.
That's right. You can just go and then take a fire hose.
Yeah, exactly. It's very easy to rinse out. Thank you, Paul. You'll see the check, and Karma Loving Bricks had some of the Bam and Edmonton, no limit on how many. Yeah, so it's what can you do? And I'll eventually get them. Worst case scenario, I'll order them on Bricklink.
Yeah.
I'm not averse to doing that. So
you'll order them from that person that got all the ones from your nearest store.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's pretty much what happened, right? So, yeah. But anyways, I was just thinking, David St-Cyr, did he say he wasn't going to be here this week because he was going to Europe, or
he did say something about they're having a family vacation soon, and he's going to.
Yeah, and I thought that was next week. So,
I don't recall.
Yeah, I don't recall either. Anyways, I just realized he hadn't shown up yet. And not that he has to always show up, but he should. No.
He arrives fashionably late most of the time.
Well, this is true. Okay, so Lego Ideas, there was a new set that hit 10K supporters today, which is really weird because we'll explain why in a few minutes. But Godzilla -1 achieved 10K supporters. This is by EN8GD. Ingraded Boss. Oh, you know what? When you speak of the devil, David reappeared.
Enraged boss.
Enraged? Oh, it's enraged? Okay.
I think that's how you're supposed to say it.
Hello. Sorry, I didn't mean to go full screen on you.
He escaped from the HMS Prometheus, working for the Wulani Weyland Wutani Corporation. I see.
That's interesting.
We just watched Alien last night, so I was
cool. Remove. There we go. How's it going, Dave?
Good.
Busy. We're just started the news, so why don't we were talking about Godzilla. We'll get back to that in a moment.
This week in the news.
Oh, I was going to ask what you've been working on, but okay, we'll go to the news.
No, I've been working.
That doesn't look any different.
Well, I didn't show it last week. I didn't finish it last week.
Okay.
It was a work in progress. I think you showed it after the show ended.
Yes. Yeah, you did. But I was just trying to. You said you were working, so I was just trying to make it sound like you weren't working because that didn't look much different. But it does look different. I do see differences. And it also looks like a flying saucer.
Yes, I know. That's the problem. I need to modify the top somehow. I also did this.
Ooh, a cube. Which makes total sense.
That's like a 8-way intersection.
Yeah.
6-way.
6-way.
8 sounds better though. I just
no, I wanted to do an 8-way now.
And I did.
That didn't sound right.
I did go to
nice
the Lego store.
It's a very pretty bag.
You got the biggest bag possible?
Yeah, got the biggest bag possible because I was checking my. I don't often go to the Lego store.
Yes, you were doing this as a favor for us.
I was trying to do a favor for Jeff and Dave because they didn't find the classic space minifig in light bright blue. I think that's the Bricklink color, but there were none to find at the Laval store. So but I did get a few new
Oh yeah, those the guys that are hard to see in the light.
Yep.
It's kind of washed out.
They didn't have those suits of armor in the store we were in anymore.
Well,
Because Dave was looking for those guys too.
I was able to snatch 6.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and I did go with the like boots leg, the
Yeah.
leg,
Okay.
the white leg with the black boots.
Yeah.
So that's what I got because
It's
I
a booty.
didn't want to like go to the store and come up empty handed.
Well,
So,
I do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
but yeah, didn't find anything. So
Yeah, Paul said
sorry.
he's going to go check tomorrow for us. So, yeah, because the bonus is we'll be able to like touch base with people at some point. I'm assuming if not Paul directly in Montreal, maybe there's someone from Ottawa going to Montreal during the event.
But honestly, I don't think they hit the Laval store yet because there were like no trace of these stores. So
Well, meaning they had no stock yet; they hadn't arrived.
yeah,
Okay, yeah. So like I know for the Toronto store, they definitely had them because the guys said they basically cleared them out. Like someone came in and stole them all or took them all. So I know they were available at some point. I'm currently, oh, there it is. Let's throw this back up. I'm curious how much they're going for.
about $2 Canadian.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's actually not bad.
Well, the average price is $3.30, but items for sale. The lowest one's $1.82, $2.08. Look at this guy. 359 of them.
Yeah, he's in Poland though. He took them out of the back of the factory.
Probably.
I mean, the thing is, even if they're $3, anybody who went to a store and was thinking they're going to make a killing on Bricklink is going to be very disappointed because they're not making a killing.
What do you mean?
Selling them for $3 a piece. That's like basically what you're gonna. That's like the price you pay walking out buying 15 parts at the store. I mean, they're not making any money off of them.
If you're buying 15 parts at the store, you're buying it for like $15. That's $1 a piece. And you're selling these for $2 or $3. You're doubling your money at least.
Ooh, you made $2.
Well, it's still money. Like those are going to sell.
You're not going to pay your mortgage, though. That's for sure.
Well, okay.
It's still money.
Yeah,
the cheapest
it's money, but it's like $1 or $2 markup.
The cheapest from Canadian sellers is $2.99. North America cheapest is $2.99.
Yeah, it's not.
There is
the price will probably come down even more if you're patient.
Yeah, exactly. If you wait, yeah. So I'm not worried about it yet, but like I hope to find them at some point. But they also didn't have the dark blue one in the stores either when we were there.
There was no dark blue ones either at the Laval store. So because I checked, but I got mine from Bricklink. I didn't pay a lot for them, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll keep my eye on it. Maybe at one point I'll add them to my store. No, not my store inventory. Added it to my want list. I don't know which want list to add it to though.
Yeah. I have one that's called Right Now. That's the one I would put in.
Right now?
Right here, right now.
Yeah.
I want some Lego piece in my house.
Well,
if
then
if there's a part I'm going online to buy, it goes on the Right Now list because I'm buying it right now.
Okay.
But if it's a part, then I have other lists when I was rebricking old sets, where if I happen to be in that store and I just scrolled through their parts, it would show up as a part that I want to get eventually, but it's not urgent. And so I would click those into my shopping cart. So I would be able to figure out which parts I wanted in the long run versus the parts I needed right now.
Yeah. Paul, I did buy already the light blue figures, because from the Everyone is Awesome, Dave's trying to show us his selection. So I have 10 of the light blue figures, so I'll just pop their hands off. But yeah, people are buying them on Bricklink obviously as well. And I guess they're going fast probably on there too. Someone's probably making some money. I did order light blue hands from Belgium. That is a real monopoly here. Yeah, like because Lego doesn't sell hands individually, it's really annoying, right? So I find, at least. But I mean, it's also such a small part, so
It vexes you.
it does vex me. Not
Vexes
really.
us.
Not
It
really. I don't mind.
vexes us.
I don't mind buying an empty like a blank torso, or to buy a torso to get the right color hands. Like, it doesn't bug me. It just means that figure's more expensive. But
Yeah.
you know, and at least they're new and they're not broken. Although the hands usually don't get broken that much. But anyways, I will have to order a few more of those torsos for Dave Cowdace, though, like the blue one, so that he can get the full blue guy. Which I'm talking to Dave. We were already chatting about. When the bubblegum machine comes out, I'll buy him some figures as well, because he doesn't usually use bricks and pieces that much. So, and if I'm ordering it, it just gets me closer to that to the threshold for sure, free shipping anyhow. Yeah, that guy. I'm hit the button. Why isn't it working? There we go. Yay. Yeah, I've got 10 of those somewhere on my rack.
So I actually have some purple, some of the dark purple ones, and I don't know where I put them in my Lego room, but they're here.
Oh no! No!
They're here. I don't know where. No, they're here.
Yeah, that's why I keep them kind of on those display. Well, on the here, I'll just do this.
He doesn't have the right air tank though.
All my guys are on these display racks here, which are all backwards because I'm facing away from me. I should probably face them towards me. That would make more sense.
To the rack.
Yeah, and I was saying in my bricks and pieces order, I got 10 of those helmets, because I forgot to take them out of my carts. Like, now knowing that the classic space ones are coming out, but at the same time, it's like, you know what? Those helmets are going to be helpful or useful for other characters. So I'm never going to say no to classic space or to the Futron helmets for sure. So, all right, news. So we were talking about the Godzilla -1 achieving 10K supports by Enraged Boss, I guess. So the build features the updated look for Godzilla from the 2003 film. It also includes his atomic breath as well as a destroyed building along with a battleship.
I really like that movie.
You know what? I haven't actually watched it. I have to go and watch the Godzilla movies. I think I saw a few of them years, like when I was younger.
But Godzilla -1 was like a good movie. I was actually very surprised because I went to see it with Jacob, because Jacob is like a big fan of Godzilla, and so. But I wasn't expecting anything, and I was pleasantly surprised. Honestly, it's a good movie.
I think
I had
Once you get past the Japanese thing, because I saw it in Japanese, I think,
with subtitles.
Chinese. Well, with the subtitles. Once you get past that, it's actually a good movie.
Yeah.
So I had the opposite. And I think part of the problem was I heard so many people say, "Oh, it's a really good Godzilla movie."
Yeah,
that I went and my expectation level was here, and the movie was kind of here, and I was like, it wasn't. It didn't quite live up to all the advanced hype that I heard. It probably was fine, but I was expecting to be wowed, and it wasn't quite.
Yeah, I find that with like some of the Marvel movies as well. Like, obviously some of the newer ones not so much, but a lot of the newer ones that I go see, people are like, "Meh, it was okay," and I tend to think it was better than okay. But that's comparing it to the other ones that have come out, I guess. But Thunderbolts, the movie was okay. It wasn't what I thought it would be, so I didn't like it as much as maybe some other people. I love all the characters and stuff. It's just the whole journey that they take during that movie.
I agree with you that it was like just okay. It was.
Yeah.
It barely. For me, it barely passed like the minimum.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and this is a weird thing to hit 10K this week because there was a Lego Ideas announcement, which we'll get to in a few minutes. That might contain Godzilla content. We'll see. Next up, we have the contest for Build Your Nostalgia that they were supposed to announce the winners soon. Has been delayed once again. It's now the second time they were delayed. it was originally supposed to be originally supposed to be, I think, at the beginning of June. It got pushed to the middle of June, and now it's June. Oh no, it got pushed back to June 25th. Oh, sorry. So let me just actually read this here. They're supposed to be announced today, so they were supposed to be announced on June 13th. Sorry. But due to unknown circumstances, the announcements have been delayed again. This time, the announcements for the opening act and the next chapter have been split up to their own dates. The opening act will be announced in 2 weeks on June 25th, while the next chapter has been pushed back 2 months all the way to August 13th. I don't know I don't remember maybe there was 2 different levels. The opening act and the next chapter. I don't know what that refers to. But anyways, it's just another GWP type thing, I think, or another set that
Lego is having like problems with their ideas contest.
Yes, well, I mean,
it isn't the first time that something on Lego ideas has been pushed back and delayed and announced and then canceled. And
yeah, I agree.
Some people need there's some employees in that division that needs to be, I don't know, maybe have a meeting and say, hey guys, what are you doing, and get your act together.
Yeah, agreed. All right, we're going to jump now into a Lego Masters related thing. Lego Master Academy sweepstakes is now live in the Reward Center. There was only one Lego Ideas thing this week. So apparently there's a Reward Center thingy right now that you can enter to win
Reward Center thingy.
Yes, a Reward Center thingy contest that you can enter right now to win a trip to the new Lego Master Academy experience. The sweepstakes is completely free, and 2 lucky winners will win 2 tickets to the Lego House in Denmark. You'll get the full Lego Master Academy experience and meet a Lego designer or Lego Brickmaster, and you also get an exclusive signed Lego House set. It is 18 plus only, which is interesting age-wise, which I guess makes sense because they're flying you to, or you're going to a different country. Winners each win a trip to Bill in Denmark on the date of the winner's choosing between September 17th and the 31st of December. For the winner and one guest, including 1 pair of tickets to the Lego House, Lego Master Academy, 1 night stay at the Legoland Hotel. You also get some spending money, $460 US, flights and transfer closure dates for tickets apply. Anyways, I might actually even though I'm already going to Lego House, maybe I'll enter and see.
Please enter and see.
And this this is just kind of like recreating Lego Masters at the Academy or at the Lego House. So maybe I can talk about it after I get back from the Lego House in multiple months from now. Sean McLeod, I watched the black and white version of the new film Godzilla, I'm guessing, and it was wonderful. I tried to watch the color version afterwards, and it wasn't as enjoyable. I'm assuming we're talking about Godzilla there. Was there a new film for Godzilla, or is that... I don't know. Sean can tell us. That sounds awesome. Good prize. Scarabek is in that window. Yeah, it is. It would be a great time to be at the house, or possibly a bad time, but fun. I will actually be at the Lego House during Scarabek weekend, but that also brings its own problems because the Lego House and the Lego theme park is closed for 3 days that week, and that happens to be the time where would be best for me to actually be there, so it kind of sucks. But anyways, working around that one, plan-wise. Okay, next up, speaking of Lego Masters, Will Arnett is out, and Nick Cannon. And Nick Cannon has now been announced as the Lego Master host for the next season. Yeah, there's a lot of throwback on this. A lot of fans disagree with this. I'm assuming Will Arnett just decided he didn't want to do it anymore.
Yes,
Um,
because he didn't get fired. He's a producer on the show. So
oh, okay. So earlier
Boo!
there
If
was
he's
an
going to be
announcement.
gone, I want him to be fired.
Oh, Godzilla -1 has a black and white version. Thanks, Sean. I thought so, but earlier today it was announced that Nick Cannon will be the new host of Lego Masters Season 6, which is rumored to be filming in Australia. Season 5 is still going on, and it'll be the last season with Will Arnett at the helm. Sources tell Deadline that Arnett is leaving the show due to scheduling conflicts. Casting call will be held in Legoland, California this Saturday, June 21st, and it'll be a live film edition. You'll be meeting Nick as well as the Brickmasters Amy and Jamie, and they'll be judging the mocks that contestants will be bringing. So you bring your own mocks. So anyway,
bring your mocks.
So yeah, rumor has it that the production is going all the way to Australia. So it's kind of interesting.
Maybe here's lie the scheduling conflict.
And why am I getting a advertisement for this particular brand of cars, let alone from Toronto? I don't know, because I'm not a big fan of that brand of cars. Anyway. All right, next up, Amazon Prime Days were announced this week as well. They'll be running from July 8th to the 11th. I'm assuming this is Canadian as well. I think I got a notification from Canada also.
Yeah, they usually run for Canada also.
Yeah, there was, I think during COVID they split it for some reason.
Yeah.
There was a time where it was different. So I don't know how many Lego deals will be coming around that time, but it'll be interesting
Yeah,
to see.
the Lego, the deals aren't usually advertised in advance. So
Yeah.
you'll have to check on July 8th. And by the way, the deals tend to change from day to day. So you have to check in every day.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
And
but
this
I
is
mean,
one in Prime Days, one where if you don't use the, like, Reddit has a thread on Lego deals, it's worth your time, because people will post like something just got listed. In particular, the first day of Prime Day, I'd encourage you to take advantage.
I don't know if there's a Canadian version for that, but I mean, Camel, which is the plugin for Chrome that allows you to watch stuff. That's probably also a good way, because usually when sets go on sale that way, you get notification. So add all the sets that you want to a Camel list, and then at least you get alerted, and you can maybe grab them while you can. I don't know that I'm going to. I mean, I have a list of sets I want, but I don't know. It depends on the pricing.
I might get a few sets because I got a big bonus coming in from work. So,
well, there you go. Speaking of work, nicely done, Dave. You didn't even know. But speaking of work, if you work for Deloitte and Touche, at least that's what they call the company here. Is it
Deloitte and Douche?
And Touche, Touche or something. I don't know. Deloitte. If you work for Deloitte, you can use your well-being money to buy Lego sets.
Really?
So a lot of companies, my company, for example, has a well-being account where you can use it towards fitness activities or computers or whatever you would like that. But apparently, like to better your environment or better your life. Apparently, Deloitte is one of the companies that has extended that to Lego sets, which I think is awesome. Imagine getting like $500 a year from your company to say, "Hey, go buy a Lego set." You get taxed on it, mind you, but
imagine just getting annual.
You have to add that to your taxes. So.
Yeah. What was that, Matt?
I said, imagine just getting annual raises. I don't know what that's like. So
okay, fair enough. So Lego relieves stress and boosts morale. Professional services network Deloitte has recently updated their benefits to include Lego. The company is offering its employees a $1,000 well-being subsidy to spend on things to improve their lives. An update policy in June has added.
So you
Lego
get one big set a year.
Yeah, well, that's a really big
courtesy of your employer.
Two decent sets.
One Death Star per year.
Well, I mean, think of that. Like, you could get yourself, technically, you could probably get yourself like the Ninjago modular set or the Ninjago set, and you can get yourself the big Marvel set for that year too.
The Lord of the Rings set,
or the Death, or most of the Death Star that might be coming out at some point. Pretty much all the employees that are not interns, contracts, or employees that are on leave are eligible to buy for the $1,000 thingy. Yes, I said it again.
I need to go to work. I need to go to work for them. Clearly,
Lego's most expensive set in the States is the UCS Millennium Falcon, coming in at $850. So you can get it pretty much for free. So it'd be nice to
But
see.
I said one big set a year.
I need to send this to my company and say, hey, can we get this? I think ours is like $700.
Or I'm switching.
All right, next up, Bricklink Designer Program at Brickworld announced the sets for Series 8. Last week we were talking about the sets that went on sale for Series 5. So these sets will be available to be purchased next June. But they announced the 5 sets that are the finalists. The designs are still in process of finalizing, and the final designs will be shown May 2026, and crowdfunding for the sets will start on June 1st. So the first one up is the Brick Railroad Diesel Electric Locomotive A unit, which reminds me of the BNSF that we had many years ago, but a lot more modernized and beautiful. I might actually buy a Bricklink.
That's more details too.
Yeah, I might actually buy this one because it looks like it's possibly to the right scale. I'm looking at the track or looking. Oh no, that is a track. But looking at the wheels and stuff, it might not actually run that well on a track. Yeah. I don't know if they're actually going to turn. If it's just a display model, but I mean,
is it 6 wide or is it?
It's 8 wide.
8 wide, huh?
And the wheels are like, it looks like it's on a piece of track. It might be mounted to the track, but I mean, someone's going to figure out how to make it so that you can actually run it on a
or you could
on Lego track, or I could. Well, I'm not going to be getting it right away. I guess I get it at the same time as everybody else, though. But anyway,
you could get it with Dave's raise.
With Dave's raise, yeah, this is true.
No, it's not a raise; it's a bonus. My raise is coming up in July.
His bonus, so okay.
Just rub it in.
So is your year end in June?
No, it's actually in the end of March.
Oh, okay.
March 31st. So that's our year end.
Is your bonus just come out because that's when you started? You've been with the company for a year. Is that how they do it?
No, they had to like make some calculations and see the. Well,
I guess
it's based on the how much the company is.
Yeah. No, I know how bonuses work.
Yes.
Sorry, but what I was trying to get at was, does everybody get the bonus at the same time?
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
I wasn't sure.
Yes and no. Like my colleagues in the States are getting it this week, and I'm getting it next week. So.
Yeah, with different pay cycles or whatever. But yeah. I mean, like our end of year for TELUS is January, but we usually get our bonuses like the week after my birthday, like usually the end of February, because they have to do all the year-end calculations and release their profit statements and that. I just wasn't sure because I think you've been at your company now a year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if it just happened to fall because you're now a year at the company, so your bonus is
No. It's a company thing.
Gotcha.
Like you said, they have to calculate everything.
Yeah. I hear you.
But so, the Hitachi Energy had a great year. I get our bonuses is actually 134% of
what your bonus amount would be.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
My vice president clearly said, enjoy it this year because next year might not be as great, but
yeah, I think our percentage was about 80 or 90%. So because of the markets and stuff. But anyway, it's still money that you wouldn't have gotten in your paycheck. So, regular. So, so the next setup is the Coconut Cape, 2,425 pieces. So I'm guessing that's going to be about $250 US. So I'm guessing this one's going to be about 150 US. But yeah, Coconut Cape, which is a pirate themed that looks of it.
Arr.
Then there's the Dust Mark Keep at 4,000 pieces, which will probably be
a castle, Jeff, a castle.
Which will be like a $400 set, I'm guessing. I've yet to buy a single one of these Bricklink Designer Program sets or castles. I have bought one of the sets, maybe two of the sets, but next up, the University of Sciences at 4,000 pieces as well.
This is
Ooh,
very
this
tempting.
this is for Matt,
Yeah,
obviously.
for sure. Yeah.
And you need to like build a mini mat and add it to.
A mini mat.
I need to build a maxi mat.
You also need to build this out a bit. It looks like it could be a little thin.
It looks a little squeezed, but
Yeah.
it could be widened easily.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. And then lastly, I actually like this one as well, the hot air balloon.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Which I think is quite a nice little set. And at 876 pieces, you're looking at like maybe $90, $100 price tag. Or
The thing is,
Like the rainbow.
yeah,
you could customize the colors too. Like if you wanted to just follow the instructions and make a certain color for a particular layout, like you could change it up.
yeah.
Not that I'm
Max
anti-rainbow. I mean, you know.
Max Platt's disappointed the Mushroom Haven didn't get picked. I'm assuming that's the next one in the Mushroom series that was available in Series 5 and a previous series as well. Yeah, but I think they can re-enter it if they have to, right? And maybe get it chosen again, or have it come up again in the future. But yeah. Next up, Lego gift for purchase that's coming out as of tomorrow, which is the Jane Austen's books, which is this little set here.
I will note that when these author sets have come out, like the Hans Christian Andersen, and they do not sell very well on Bricklink. So I'm going to guess that if anybody really wants this, but they don't have a set that they want to purchase, if you're just patient, you could probably get it for $15-20 on Bricklink.
Yeah, the rainbow pieces could be used towards New Classics Basement display. I was looking at the same thing. They were very
patience is a virtue.
Or you can make a Remax hot air balloon. This is true too. I don't know if Remax exists in the States.
Yes, it does.
Okay, wasn't sure. So yeah, the Jane Austen tribute, it was available as of tonight at midnight. 361 pieces. It features a little book set showing Jane Austen living room, along with a minifigure of the author. No word yet on when it'll be. Well, there is a word. It'll be available tomorrow, or the price requirement. I haven't seen that, but we have another article coming up.
Tomorrow.
How many gorillas does it come with?
That wrong Jane. Didn't we already say this is Steve Austin's wife or something, or daughter or something? And I did look up when she was alive, and she definitely wasn't alive when helicopters were around, which was the comment in the YouTube chat today. That David should be happy that he lives in a world where helicopters are around, and he could go and buy a Lego helicopter set. Jane never had that opportunity.
Poor Jane.
Poor Jane. Anyways. All right. Next up is the big set announcement for the week, which is the Icons Shelby Cobra 427 SC.
Boom, boom.
Which I'm probably going to end up getting. I still need to get the Lamborghini that came out like last time. I haven't gotten that one yet either, but this is on the list to get. But Lego has officially revealed the new set, perfect for the car enthusiast in your life, or for the loved ones who just love to assemble Lego. The Shelby Cobra set has 1,241 pieces and is priced at $159.99 US, and will be available for purchase on July 1st. July 2nd, probably here in Canada, if you're going to a Lego store, because they'll probably be closed on the 1st of July. Due to Canada Day. Canada Day. And next Tuesday, Dave's got off but he'll be in Europe, right? So it won't matter. He'll be in Paris.
Don't tell everyone.
Didn't you tell us that last time?
No. I never publicly say when I'll be gone.
He may have said it post show
Okay, well, Dave's going to be there that whole time. He's just not going to join us because he's a bum. Anyways.
Here, let's just give everyone the details of his lodging if you want to go pick on.
Yeah, he's staying in his house.
He'll be in room 235.
He's going on his TV will be a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and he will be speaking. Oh wait, he already speaks French. He'll be wearing a beret the whole time,
Yes.
and he'll be saying,
Oui,
"Oh,
oui,
oh,
monsieur. Oui,
Oui,
oui.
oui.
oui, oui, oh." Anyway, sorry about that, dude.
Hey, no problem.
Although I do think we talked about the fact that you went to Legoland in Florida during that time on the chat. But anyways, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, my mother-in-law is gonna house sit for me. So
Well, there you go. She's sitting on the house, so that's good. Okay. Other than it being a Lego version of the iconic Shelby Cobra, the assembled car has working steering function with opening doors, boot, and bonnet. Obviously written by someone from the UK with the boot and bonnet. The set also includes a detailed engine bay toolbox that fits into the boot, the trunk, fire extinguisher that can be mounted between the seats, $100 bill element, and a trophy. Yeah, there's a $100 bill sitting on the windshield. I guess it's for gas. I don't know.
Wow, that pays for itself then.
It is a very nice lacy shaped car. There are definitely some newer curves and slopes in it. So yeah, and dark blue. Love dark blue. Although when you look at some of these pictures on Brickset, the coloration on the doors look horrible. You can kind of see it a bit here. The color differences in the dark blue is visible, and these are real pictures, I'm assuming, but because renders would be
disappointing Lego.
Well, but yeah, I'm
Don't
looking forward to
defend them, Jeff.
Sorry,
Don't defend them.
I'm not defending them. I'm just not going down that trail. Let's say it that way. All right. Next article is the third review, and this is why I put this at the end. Lego Ideas third 2024 review stage winners were announced, and as we were talking earlier, there's a Godzilla that got announced as one of the sets that will be selected. Now, this is, I guess, the older version of the Godzilla versus the 2003 -1 Godzilla, I guess. Also announced, so this was built by Matt E720, and from the parking lot from last review stage was Tintin Space Rocket, which is also now moving into becoming a set. And the camping set, so Tintin Space Rocket was by TCal 86. In addition to the camping trip by Terramu, has been placed in the parking lot for further review, which is also a nice looking little set. So I was jokingly when I was creating the graphic for tonight's thing, and I already said this, but with the Tintin rocket and Godzilla, depending on the scale, could Godzilla be attacking Tintin's rocket? That would be kind of fun. I don't think they're quite to scale, but it'd be kind of fun to, to have that happen. So yeah, that's Lego Ideas news.
Oh, Godzilla is attacking us.
There you go. And then lastly, BrickFan has also put out a list of the updated, currently under development for June sets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way down to the end and scroll back up, and we can start from the oldest to see what could be coming out next. Okay, well that's not the oldest because that one we just talked about, but Downtown Abbey from March 21st.
It's no.
I'm going to start from the top.
Downton Abbey.
Yeah, whatever. All right. So it looks like I got it wrong in the order. Recently we had the Pixar Luxo Junior and the minifigure vending machine announced, and they're currently available sets. As we mentioned, Godzilla is now in the queue as well. But the oldest thing in the queue right now is the Vehicle Moon Car by Enchanted Doodle, which this should be a gift for purchase. I'm hearing in July. Will be a little space gift for purchase. Would you guys buy stuff to get this as a gift for purchase?
It's very cute. I like it.
It is cute. I don't know.
I would consider it.
I'm kind of on the fence on it, I'll be honest.
Why do you hate space, Jeff?
I don't hate space. It's just
Yes,
not.
Jeff is a space hater.
I'm
It's
not.
official
I mean,
now.
Matt, you're a Jetsons fan, so this one makes more sense for that. But no, I don't know.
The Jetsons.
It. I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me as something I would have built or display. Like I would get it to because if I was placing an order, I don't know if I would actually build it.
You could army build it, and then you could get the little curved windows on the front to use in your castle.
I already have lots of those. And, yeah. Karma's loving backhand is saying, I hope we get the Thompson and Thompson minifigures from Tintin.
I went to watch the Tintin animated movie in the theater, and I fell asleep in the theater.
I haven't actually. I didn't even know it was in a theater, but
there was an animated movie version of it. Yeah.
Oh yes, Dave. You need to be walking around your house for the next week with a baguette under your arm. Just don't eat it afterwards, because I don't know.
Yes, oui.
Yeah, this could be a ceiling hanger. That's true.
So, Dave, over on the other chat on Old Gray Bricks, Mark Sandlin was playing around with the space figures, and he made a French-tron figure, which was the French mime, and his jetpack had 2 of the baguettes instead of the air tanks. It was really funny. And so another friend of ours made a sticker. Stever made a sticker that said French-tron.
French-tron.
Yeah, and C'est la vie or something like that underneath it.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was.
French-tron.
For sure. All right, so approved in May of 16th, 2004 is another gift with purchase. The set of your dreams, which is the autumn snails.
I love this. It's cute.
Yep.
And it's swirly.
Forest painting not included.
You can use those discs for the inside of your toilet bowl when you build a Mac.
True. And there is actually a new snail figure, a little new snail animal that's come out. So it'd be interesting to see if they throw that in here as well. Although it's probably not going to be the right scale, but again, August 5th.
It's not going to be at the right snail.
No, that's right. The snail is going to be totally off. I agree. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Here we go again by 2 people, 2 PPL. It was approved in August 5th of 2024, so that's in the queue. The Italian Riviera by Galaxy 333, also approved August 5th. Matt's interested in this one from what I remember.
I like it.
Yep. The Goonies, August 14th, 2024, if we could turn back time building contest. This looks like it could be a big one. It'll be interesting to see what comes out with this. Gizmo also announced in that same contest for August 14th. Mineral display for September 18th for the 2024 review stage.
According to Sheldon, geology is not a real science.
Nowhere on here did it say it was science related. It just says mineral display. Lovebirds by
the Lovebirds.
This was the build from the Heart contest. This one will probably be available in around Valentine's Day of 2025.
The Lovebirds.
Floating Sea Otter by His Brick Materials, March 21st, 2025. This was announced.
Dust Collector.
Snoopy, by Bossados 64. Love that name. March 21st, it was announced. And then the Sea Serpent from the Twisted Nostalgia Building Contest will be a gift for purchase at some point, probably next year.
I like that sail.
Yeah. Well, and it's just a tile, so a 6x6 tile type thing with printing on it. So, which is kind of cool. And then, as mentioned, Godzilla and Tintin. And then the parking lot. Oh, so Downton Abbey is still in the parking lot.
Downton Abbey.
And the camping trip as well. So, all right. Next up, this was kind of an interesting thing, and actually, I think Matt, this is what we were we were talking about.
Yes, that's what you said. That would make something.
Yeah, in our Monday chat, we were talking about after the chat ended. I mentioned this article that's
a graph.
Captain Rex 101 from Brickset has posted a chart charting the themes of Star Wars over the years and how they have changed and how many sets have decreased in numbers and stuff like that. So the And you're talking about a growing variety of subcategories. One of the reasons is because there's more subcategories now. We have the 4+ sets, the micro fighters, the mechs, the large scale characters, the Ultimate Collector series, which we always had, but the helmet collection, the Starship collection, those have come in, and plus there's some like icon type sets as well, like the logos. So they have taken away to some of the core play sets, and I present you with this chart, which kind of shows that red is the minifigure scale play sets. So back in 2016, there was like 25 of them, and this year, up to this year, halfway through, there's 5 of them. Last year we were at about 15, so you can see already there's been a huge drop in play sets for kids. 4+ sets have got introduced around 2019, and they have a small chunk, which isn't much. Micro fighters are still around as well. As you can see, they had a lot in the beginning years, but have dropped down. Mechs have come in because Star Wars obviously has lots of mechs all the way. But it looks like mechs are in the last 3 years or so, I would say.
I would have been curious to see the same graph, but applied to 1999 and forward.
This is true too.
Because the
Star Wars
was actually released in 1999. So
agreed. Yes. Buildable figures. Go ahead.
Because back in the days, I'm still a big Star Wars fan. I still buy some sets, but back in the days in 1999, I remember that there was sorry for the language, but a shitload of sets, minifigure scale. Because I was trying to keep up. I was trying to have every minifigure scale Star Wars set, and it was hard to keep up because they were releasing so many sets.
Exactly. So I was just going to say, buildable figures in the first few years, or at least 2016, 17, and 18, they had quite the selection. But then large scale characters came in as well at the same time. So I'm assuming buildable figures are like the Technic constructible type guys, I'm guessing. Whereas large scale figures are like our R2s and our 3POs and Chewies and things like that now.
Brickheads don't count as biddable figures?
That's true. That could be brickheads, actually. But brickheads have, like, in the last few years, there's no buildable figures at all. So I'm assuming those aren't brickheads. They might have missed that one, or that's other. Brickheads could be other, I guess. Large scale characters we just talked about. UCS sets. Obviously, we've had a UCS set pretty much around the same amount every year. The helmet collections, you can see since 2020. We can blame Matt for this, that the helmet collections have been growing, with exceptions of 2024, because Matt has every helmet. The diorama collections started in 2021 during COVID, and there haven't been actually any dioramas this year yet, but they've lasted about 4 years or so far.
It's Matt's fault.
I have all the dioramas and I have all the helmets on my shelves.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging with us, Karma's loving backhand. Sorry. Got to run. Duty calls. Have a good night, everyone. I'd make a duty joke, but I'm not going to. Then the Starship collection, which has started since 2023. I'm guilty on this one because I bought most of them, with exception to the current.
Okay, it's Jeff's fault now.
The current.
All your fault. All your
ones. No, not at all. Seasonal, obviously, we're talking about advent calendars, that type of stuff, and then other. So yeah, it's interesting that play sets have dropped down. I'm going to see what other types of pictures we have here. That's the mini scale. I guess they're showing some of the mini scale.
And Donald Trump.
Here's like the ideas of the buildable figures and the play sets, or the display ones. The Falcon was nice. That's all they have in here. So I thought it was kind of interesting, and yeah, I'd like to actually see that kind of comparison for previous, like earlier years.
Yeah. Because the first few release years would be very interesting to see compared to now.
Yeah, agreed. All right, over to New Elementary, they had a couple of reviews on parts in sets. First one being the new How to Train Your Dragon Toothless set, which has nice new some printed parts. Ooh, a pink turntable. Have we ever had a pink turntable before?
Nope.
Nope.
Interesting. All right. Well, we'll answer that for sure in a moment. Not that I don't believe you guys, but there are no new pieces in the set, but there are definitely some recolors. So first up is the 1x1 quarter curve or half curve in black. The quarter circle yellowish green. That's a 2x2 by 2/3. The wedge tiles, as mentioned, the pink base, the pink turntable. There's also the 2x2 corner plate in black, as well as the little dust, little balloon type transparent blue piece here. Dust bunny. There's no new stickers in the set, but there's just some printed tiles. And then rarer parts, we have black curves and slopes and things like that. And it looks like a reddish brown curve as well. Reddish brown. And then they talk about the build. So usually we concern ourselves over the parts. It looks like an adorable build. And the price point on it apparently was pretty decent. I watched Jane. No, not Jane. Oh crap! What's his name now? the former Lego designer that now does reviews.
You know the guy.
Yeah.
You know the guy.
I don't know that guy.
Who's
on first?
That dude, the robot dude.
Oh. Anyway, he's Portuguese, I think, but he has a good.
Oh, now you played the racist card.
Oh, the one with the dark beard that's really cute. Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I know who you were talking about. The guy doesn't have a beard. I'm now scrolling back at my YouTube history because I watched it today to get his name. There it goes. Tiago. This guy. Well, not this guy.
This dude.
Where's the picture of him?
You know the dude.
Tiago. This guy.
Oh, no. He's not attractive at all.
Mad. His wife probably thinks he's attractive.
I'm just kidding.
She doesn't know anything.
I have to say his screen, like his banner for this page is pretty fun. Loading subscribers, he's at 500K and going to 1 million. Anyways, he does some pretty decent reviews. So,
is he more energetic than Chang?
I mean, I haven't actually watched one of Jane's build reviews. I don't think, because he's got his own channel for that. Okay. I watch his when the sets get announced and he kind of talks about them. I watch those ones. Yeah, I would say it's more interesting, maybe. Anyways, the other set that they did a review on was the vending machine, and now that it's out, and we did talk a lot about the parts that were in here, but I just wanted to go through to see if there was anything that we missed in the past, because we talked about the figures and the gumballs and the panels, but obviously the panel is a new mold, and they had the math, and yes, I recall that they did an Instagram review on this as well already. The balls, which are 5x5. You can do a Mickey hat with them. That's fun.
Oh, Mickey.
Recolor. So they have the 3x3 macaroni piece in the recolor. They have a trans clear 4x4 tile with curved tile as well. And then some printed parts, and then the rare elements. So I don't see anything that jumps out to me as must buy or must get, other than maybe that clear 1x1 round or the clear macaroni tile here.
Okay, and why would you get that?
Because it looks fun. I don't know. I don't have a use for it.
How would you use it?
Because if not, the Blacktron army will come and get you.
So that's why you're completist. You're afraid of the Blacktron Orby?
No, I don't know. Do you not want the space figs?
Yes.
Okay. So you're just making fun of me, aren't you?
Yes.
Um, yeah, Waxfly was saying, Tiago, thank you, and Paul said Cheesy Studios, Callum. No, I haven't. I watched his stuff too, and it's pretty interesting. So, yeah, Paul saying, oh yeah, okay. But yeah, that wraps up the news.
It was this week in the news.
It was, but only an hour and 20 minutes so far, which is
Well, didn't have like
there
lots.
wasn't a lot of news, I guess. This is true. Which is okay. We don't need to have a lot of news all the time. We had some good discussion in the news, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So when we were talking about Star Wars, I kind of zoned out there. Sorry.
Really? I didn't
and
notice. Wait, we were talking about Star Wars and you zoned out?
Wow.
Well, yeah, I did. I had got a message I'm trying to respond to.
Fair enough.
Anyways, I collect action figures and I have a lot of them. And one of the big issues in the Star Wars action figure world is the balance between building things that collectors that are 40 and 50 years old will want versus things that kids will want. And
yeah, I was
and
going to say,
we talked about this like in the action figure line. Typically, the way Hasbro, which made the action figures, they would kind of block it out so that in a wave of 8 or 12 figures, there would be 2 obscure characters that adult collectors would want, like some Cantina alien that had like 3 seconds of screen time, but people like me want it. And kids have no idea who this like character is. Or the guy that's running through Cloud City carrying what looks like a homemade ice cream maker that everybody called the ice cream maker guy, and actually got a name for his character, and somebody like wrote a fan graphic novel. His name is Willow Rod, and he has his own like backstory now,
like Jedi Bob.
Yeah, like Jedi Bob. So like, how do you satisfy that customer that already has 5 Darth Vaders and Luke in every form of dress that he appears, versus putting out another Darth Vader, R2D2, and Princess Leia that kids who don't have any of those characters can get it. And so the same thing would apply to Lego. I mean, obviously Lego has begun to realize that there's a gold mine in putting out huge piece count sets that people my age will buy, because I do, and put on their shelves in their office, which I do. And also at the other end, you've got those, the little tiny, what we just talked about, the little, it has one, what are they called? Mini,
the smaller ships sets.
There's a word though.
I can't think.
Starship collection.
No, not the Starship. The micro scale. The
microfighters.
Microfighters, yeah.
So the microfighters, the kid walks in, they want a Darth Vader, they want a Luke, and there's the microfighter Millennium Falcon, they can buy it, and they get a core character. So it is tricky for a mature intellectual property like Lego that has fans that go from 5 to 55, and the thing about Lego is obviously they can put more than one set on the shelves, but it does seem to me that in the last 5 years, the bulk of the shelf space has shifted to people like me who are buying really big sets at high prices. And there's a lot less microfighter shelf space being devoted to the kids. And I don't know if Lego is following their sales trends and seeing that they make their money off the adults in Star Wars. I suspect that they're probably still making a lot of money off of kids in, say, Harry Potter, because new kids are reading the books and new kids are wanting the twins and Harry Potter figures and stuff like that. So that's just my rant, and I'm done.
I was just sorry, I was just trying to pull this up in Brickset, and I'll share it in a second. Just trying to see if there's a way to. I was trying to see if there's a way I can customize brick set a bit better. But let's share this again. I just pulled up the 2025 Star Wars sets, and just the normal sets. I don't know if there's ones that say not owned filter that have images. So let's just grab the 22 sets and try and figure out how many of these are actually. I'm looking for age ranges, but I don't think it says it on the page here, which kind of sucks. This is an 18 plus set, I'm assuming. This the battle droid. The advent calendar is for younger kids, 6 plus. We can see that right on the box. So far we're 1 and 1. Mech kids set, so that's 2 of them. This one, the Death Trooper Night Trooper Battle Pack, I'm assuming that's geared towards kids, although adults want it too, but age rating, it's going to be a kid set.
Yeah.
So we're talking 3 there. The Plo Koon Microfighter, 4 for kids. The Camino Training Facility, although it's probably rated for younger ages, this was a gift for purchase, so I'm not going to give that to a kid.
Yeah, because it's actually hard to get, so
Yeah.
kids will not get
Exactly.
that one.
K2SO, same thing, more expensive, so I'm guessing it's geared towards
You mean that robot,
adults.
dude, right?
That robot guy, yeah. Also, Andor is more of an adults show.
Yep.
The Millennium Falcon, so that's say 6 of them. I think we're at 6. The Microfighter, Jango Fett Starship, geared towards adults. Chopper, it can go either way, but I'm guessing Chopper was an 18 plus set as well. Again, I don't have this here. What are the helmets rated at? Does they? Let's just pull up the. No, that's not what I wanted. I'm wondering what the helmets are, if they're adult or what their images show, the age range for the helmets. 18 plus, yeah. So all the helmets are 18 plus too. Kylo Ren's command shuttle, probably a kid set, I guess. So that's what, maybe 7. The Star Wars logo, 18 plus.
Yeah, probably.
It's a shelf sitter. The helmet.
That looks like a set that's supposed to appeal to adults because kids are gonna. You can't swoosh a big Star Wars logo.
This is true. Well, you can for the opening credits, but that's about it. The Rebel U-Wing, I would say this is a kid set, even though it is an indoor content. It's still a ship you can swoosh around, so let's put that at 8. Again, my numbers might not be 100%. Arc Starfighter, 9. Helmet is 18 plus. The Mando and Grogu, this is a 4 plus set, but 10 because it's kid related. Homeline Cruiser, again, more geared towards adults. Acclimator, the one set I didn't get in this series, so I'm not complete, so there you go. Grogu with hover pram. Matt's building it. It's an 18 plus, not because Matt's building it, but just because. Ahsoka's Jedi Interceptor, I believe that puts us at 10. So I was just off the top of my head counting out. I don't know if I missed a number, but so less than half of the 22 sets are geared towards kids. So, and I mean, we were Matt, we were talking as well in that chat afterwards that those sets are a lot of the sets that are geared towards like a lot of the content that Star Wars is putting out is adult oriented content, and or other than like the Onyx Cinder show. What was that one called again? We were just talking about it the other day too. The Castaway one. With the kids show. I can't remember.
I know.
Yeah, the one where Skeleton Crew. Yeah. Skeleton Crew, and maybe a few of the cartoons. But I mean the prequel or the early New Republic's show with all the Jedi in it. That was like prequels. That was more of an adult-oriented show, I would say. So, I mean, a lot of the content that Star Wars is putting out is not geared towards kids. And honestly, how many sets can Lego make that are the same set that they've had to reproduce like 10 times, right? Like oh, here comes another X-Wing and TIE Fighter, right? Like
Millennium Falcon, number 13.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be interesting to see an Onyx Cinder set come out. That's the other version of the ship that might happen if you haven't seen it. There's no other version. I'm just
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
It's there's that too. Like Lego does. We know they cycle through every 5 years or so. They will build older sets for kids, for them to start collecting and stuff. But yeah, like Star Wars is an adult-oriented theme for a lot of the stuff these days.
I will say the MIDI scale seems to be pitched at kids could build it and swoosh it around. Although it's not minifig scale, but it certainly is playable.
I'm just trying to pull the Falcon back up here. Oh, actually, the Kylo Ren ship is one of those scale too, isn't it?
Yeah.
This one here. Yeah, and I hate that one. I do not like it. Just in that I don't like the ship in general. So yeah, like the home one, the Starship collection. Jeff hates it. I don't hate it. It's not one I want to buy.
Yeah, you do.
Jeff's just filled with hate. I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, I have to deal with you guys every week.
He's going slowly to the dark side.
It is an 18+ set.
Give up to your hate, Jeff.
It's just because I have to deal with you guys every Wednesday, right? That's real. That's what fuels my hate. Well, and work related when my code doesn't want to work.
We are fueling your anger.
And I mean, we know that, Matt, the rumored sets that are coming out for the later pound of the year, we are getting a massive Death Star.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you've heard in the rumor mill for Star Wars?
I mean, I think eventually we're getting a home one, which I would think would appeal to adults, not kids, because it doesn't really have a lot of action.
We have a home one.
Oh, that's right, we do.
Which, but I mean,
not the bigger scale home one.
No, not the bigger scale. Yeah, like a UCS. Like, I'm assuming the Death Star will be considered a UCS scale. At the size that they're talking about.
You would think so.
But we did get the UCS. The Jango Fett ship is UCS, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
I mean, and to shift themes for a second, I mean, the Lord of the Rings sets we're getting now are all big, expensive sets. Like, there are no starter sets. Like, if you're a 13-year-old and you just watch the movies and you want to get like Bilbo or you want to get Gandalf, the only sets are like $350, $200, $500 sets. So
yeah. Well, The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings. There it is. I finally found them. Yeah, I mean, this year, well, we haven't had any Lord of the Rings sets yet for this year, I guess. Yeah, because the Tower Orthanc was last year, right? 2024. Yeah. Oh. What am I missing on my filter here? Okay, let's just say Lord of the Rings in general. There's 16 sets. Sort by year release descending. I am human. I am a human.
And I need to be loved just like everybody else does.
Tower of Orthanc, which was...
Now we have Matt singing. Wow.
Oh, 2015.
I had to drop some Smiths in here.
2015 was the Tower of Orthanc. Was that the last... In the Lord of the Rings, that was the last set?
No. Barad-dûr is the one. You're thinking of the other black tower. The
I know Barad-dûr, but I'm looking at this and I'm trying to figure out where the latest sets are. If it's not in the Lord of the Rings, is it the Hobbit? Is Barad-dûr?
There was the Rivendell. It might be under Hobbit for Rivendell. Probably is. It could be either because it appears in both movies.
Yeah, but I think it was made for
year release descending, which means newest to oldest. This is 2015. 2013. Okay, where is? Are they icons?
Just look for the name of the set.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what would you say the other one was? The Council of Elrond or whatever it was. What's that one actually called?
Rivendell.
Matt?
Rivendell.
Thank you. Lord of the Rings Rivendell. So what is that? Icons licensed. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, Jeff, you didn't know that. I thought you were a fan.
I what?
He's speechless.
No, I just feel yeah, I don't like that they do that. Where it's
Jeff doesn't know what to say.
view tags. I'm just looking to see if Lord of the Rings is in the tags. Lord of the Rings trilogy. So you have to be very specific of what you're searching for. But anyway, yeah, okay. So are there any Star Wars icon sets?
Not that I'm aware of, but who knows?
I don't think so.
Yeah, the Shire is the other one. So they don't even have a Lord of the Rings theme now. It's like Shire, Balrog. They're all they're all icons. Dune, Barad-dûr, Bumblebee. Yeah, okay. We are hopefully getting a new Transformer set this year. We heard about Soundwave. Which
and it's in the rumor mill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've heard it, so yeah, I don't know. All right, maybe we'll call it a night. Since two people are nodding. Okay, I get the point. Jeez. All right, thanks everybody for coming out. Dave is showing us his 6-sided.
No, it's a 4. It's a 5-sided.
Oh, it doesn't have one on the bottom?
Nope.
How come one of them isn't orange?
Felt like it.
All right. Anyways, thanks everybody for coming out. I am clicking the buttons, so thank you. We'll see you again next week, and some of us might not be here. I don't know. I'm not.
Wee.
Maybe we'll just get a picture of. We need to doctor a picture of Dave in French attire for next week.
We just get a giant cardboard cutout of Dave holding a helicopter, and we can just put it in.
Well, yeah, he should, or holding a baguette with a rotor on. Anyways, all right. Thanks everybody for coming out. We'll see you next week.